Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, I'm going to grab the link, post to LinkedIn so that I can set as of one day, or if you've done it previously, let me know. Create a simple invoice system. Um, okay, sorry, give me a second. I hope your Thursday is great. And I hope you guys have been building some cool stuff this week. I've been super busy with a good amount of client work, so have not had a whole lot of time to just, oh, okay, I have had. I've been working on a lot of side projects as well. One of the tenets, one of the tenets of our sort of vision for this year at Kaleo is that we build our own products, that we partner with some people, and we start building. So we've done it for numerous clients, and some of them have become very successful. So the goal is that we sort of continue that for our own products. So know him that the app we'll utilize this as a template for today, because what I want to do, vibe in. Hey Nick, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Kareem, thanks for joining as well. Really glad to have you all here. Um, I haven't been able to build a whole lot of UI recently, and so I want to build more UI. And almost every application that we build in FlutterFlow, we also, um, Kareem, I will. There's a there's a library. Uh, there's a library in the FlutterFlow marketplace that is so easy to set up, and it allows you to download a code. Sorry, it allows you to download a PDF with the QR code. I literally hooked it up earlier this week. So the QR code that we did last week, um, I was able to turn that into reality, basically generating a PDF with the QR code and that you could print. So I've downloaded it onto my computer, which is sick. But I'm glad, Kareem. I'm very glad. Um, yeah, it's pretty sweet what you can do in FlutterFlow. So so today, and I've also, dude, I've been building one, two, three admin panels this week. So web applications that either manage content or will become SaaS products for things that we're building. So we're building mostly on web, but in FlutterFlow. And the one thing that I was like, I wish I had this, because the libraries in FlutterFlow don't allow you to actually like copy paste like templates. And all of the templates in FlutterFlow, in my opinion, I built them all. So please, I built them. So I could say this. They're old, right? They're just old school. Like they don't really utilize all the power that FlutterFlow now provides. And so things like tables and side navigation, um, and yeah, basically just tables and side navigation are a little old, and I don't find myself using them as much, right? I still use them as a base, but I would like newer things. And so today I would like to build a couple newer things. I'm going to start building a repository or a project. It's not going to be a library because I don't like the way that FlutterFlow is utilizing libraries currently, because it's not really like copy paste UI elements. I really like that ability. From a design perspective, you utilize UI kits to sort of grab elements to help you augment the building. It's very similar to how AI is used in coding, right? It generates a bunch of UI for you, then you can adjust the UI. FlutterFlow, we could do that in FlutterFlow if we had sort of a template to start with, which there are a good amount of templates to start with. They're not always the exact use case you want. And so really what I want to do is I want to create a couple things. Well, yeah, a nav bar. And some of these things are a little difficult because I want to, they utilize like app state and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. But as a base for today, by building, I wanted to build my navigation system for the admin panel for the Know Him app. So this will be a web application. I want to mimic some of the modern design trends in the industry. So one of those is Untitled UI. If you don't know about Untitled UI, Jordan Hughes is an absolute baller. I mean, just like an absolute killer of a man who designs amazing, beautiful products. If you see stuff online, it's most likely like from junior designers or something. It's most likely designed by uh, Jordan, and they're like reutilizing those icons, that UI element, and passing it off as their own. So, okay, sorry, I was a little relaxed. Now I want to go into game mode. So we're gonna try to do this. Let's see. Mark is not able to join. He has some family stuff that he's taking care of. So I'm going to be alone, and I have you guys on my left. I'm going to be building on my right, and the goal would be this is one of Jordan's dashboards. Really, really beautiful. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. If you guys wonder where we get our icons from, we actually bought the Pro pack of his Untitled UI icons. I think they're amazing for like UI utility icons. They don't provide for every use case, but they're pretty sick. So I wanted to build something like this type of navigation. It's going to be a little different. I really like this view though. Like I love this. I love breadcrumbs, man. Like anytime you're building a web application, the more you dive into details and stuff, the more a beautiful set of breadcrumbs become, right? When I first started designing 12 years ago, I thought breadcrumbs are old school. They're HTML 1.0. Nobody wants them. Nobody cares. And it's like, yeah, people do care. They really improve the user experience um, of your application. So, all right. Now, what I actually wanted to build, or the sidebar I actually want to build, is one that's up here because I like this idea. If you search like web nav, um, like web app navigation on Dribble, like you're just gonna get examples from Jordan Hughes essentially. So I liked this idea. I like the idea of content in the middle here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but here, I'll zoom up even more. I like this idea of content in the middle, nav bar on the left, and I want the ability to like expand and collapse this. I also like the maybe we move this. So we're going to take inspiration from Jordan, right? We're not going to copy his work exactly because I'm not a huge copy person. I don't like copying exactly. I like to adjust it. This is what good design is. You know, what do they say? Good designers mimic, great designers steal, something like that. We're gonna mimic because I'm just a good designer. I'm not a great one. So we're gonna mimic this. We want a page background, right? Sort of our primary background in FlutterFlow. We're going to have a container here, and then I want to have um, a collapsible side nav here. So we're going to set that up. I know I've done that like 4 times on the live stream, maybe 3 times. It's just fun. It's just fun interaction. I'm gonna put together a Command K menu. He has some really beautiful Command K menus. So we'll try to do all of this in 50 minutes, which is what we have left. If you guys comment or anything, I will try. I will try to respond. So here is my screen. This is what I have currently. It's a pretty lame. We did this last week. Pretty lame nav and setup. It's just pretty basic. It's the default Webflow element from FlutterFlow. So as you can see, we have like page content, and we have a side nav. Now the beauty of it is it comes, pre-built. So you have 4 pages that you can sort of navigate between. We have a profile as well. So that's sort of great, right? It just comes out of the box. That is one thing I really do love about FlutterFlow. I wish I would have been able to build more of these web flows, like web app flows. when I was at FlutterFlow, because these are really, really beneficial. I utilize this flow. Which you guys are like, wait, what? What's flow? So if you haven't joined the stream or you're new to FlutterFlow, these flows are amazing. They're like, you could utilize AI, but these are all implemented with Firebase. So all of this stuff is interactable. It all sort of generates things within FlutterFlow and Firebase. So you have notifications, you have auth. This is the one that I use every single web app I build, every single admin panel I build. Like usually we'll build out the mobile app and then we'll copy it and or duplicate the project. And for the admin panel, I'll just like add this to the project and then make these my main pages. And then I want to adjust, right? Because again, I'm not going to just utilize it default. I'm going to hopefully adjust this. So again, this is sort of what we want to build. What Jordan's done here, we want the page background and the nav background to be the same. And we want this page content to sort of have like 8 pixels maybe padding around and some border radius. So that's what we're going to do. The great thing about this flow, the page content already comes in a container, right? Ooh, I don't need my Spotify there. Okay. So that already comes in the container. It's already expanded. We're going to remove, max width. And let's go ahead and adjust this max width container. We're going to add a border. We're going to add padding of 8 pixels. And we're going to add a border radius of like 12 pixels. Okay, right there. Now on the content itself, we can do 16, and I'm just going to do 0 on that because our content's probably going to be scrollable, and we want the stuff to sort of go through this. Let's go ahead and set up our nav as well. So here, we already have a component, so we're going to adjust this component. We can remove this padding. Don't need it. We're going to remove the border color. This down to, well, we just remove the border width. And we can remove these dividers. We don't actually need them because we want it to be, pretty. This is just gray, right? We just want this to be our primary background. Oh, we want to remove the drop shadow as well. Cool. Awesome. Now we need to do our page background, update that to primary, and look at there. In 3 minutes, you have a pretty good base for what Jordan has over here, right? Nice, nice. Cool. All right, so we want to do a couple more things. We want to make this little guy expandable. We want this to grow, so it should grow. And remove this. We don't need this alignment here. All we need to do here is add a app state. So you're going to add an app state for nav expanded. It's going to be a Boolean, and it's going to be persistent. Okay. This is just going to live in your local state, right? We don't need to have this interact with the database at all, right? It doesn't really matter if your nav is expanded or not. It's just going to matter in your local setting. So persisted app state. So when you navigate pages, it's going to stay expanded or not expanded. And then based off of that, we actually need a app icon. I have a logo for this project, and I'm going to export it real quick. No him modern. I don't think I actually have it as just an icon. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do primary for one. I'll do white for another. I'm doing this stuff from Puma on my side screen. So logo. Yep. Okay. No him, app assets. Perfect. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go over to my clients and know him and app assets, and I'm going to bring this. All right. It's pretty simple. Bring this guy over. So we have 3 logos here. And now we can, this is our UI logo. So that's actually linked to a library. So we're going to do our own. We're going to say drag image in here. Oh, yeah. There you go. Make it 44 by 44. And remove that guy. Oop. Bring that guy over here. All we're going to do is we're going to make that our app icon or our app logo, essentially. Asset. We want it to be primary. Sick. And then we can actually, we're just going to drag text in here because our logo is just the Gluck. It's just Gluck right here. Just know him. Perfect. I'm going to add a little bit of spacing here, a little more spacing, and we can actually do this. We're going to do this in rich text. The problem with rich text is when you convert it from a text element, it actually doesn't apply to style. It's sort of annoying, but I always remove the first one and then adjust it. Cool. All right. So go ahead and do that. All right, so we're basically housing this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to remove that. We have this logo and we have this word mark separate. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to show hide all this additional, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, all as conditional based off the app state. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Just conditional build right here. And we want to do it app state, nav expanded. We want to show it. I'm going to copy that. I wish you could copy and paste to multiple, but you can't for the conditional value. Just on the, let's see, this would be nice if they allow us to copy paste on multiple C. Can't, just have visibility. So we're going to do this. And I'll show you how easy this is. We're going to have an expandable, collapsible nav bar in like 3 minutes. Remove this. This guy, yep, cool. And then we're going to make sure that this row, all these rows, are set to center align. And we'll expand this text. So when it's like this, when it's open, the text is taking up the full width of the container. And then when this closes, the icon will be in the center of this guy. So I'll probably hide this as well. Yep, cool. And now we need a lethal icon. Let me see. Oh, I had one that worked, but okay, we're gonna just we're gonna do a row. Let's do a row down here. Okay, I'm gonna add some space here. Cool. All right. And we're gonna do an icon button. We're gonna do 2 of them. There's a number of ways you can do this, but I'm just going to do 2 icon buttons here that will allow us to conditionally hide and then, open close the nav bar. So we're going to do sidebar. Oh yeah, we're talking about this guy. Yeah, align left, nice, and align right, sick. We're gonna do those in our secondary text, and we're gonna remove the background. Well, that adjusted it. Cool, unbelievable. Now it wants to be different. Okay, expand and collapse. Perfect. And we'll just do this. This one's going to update page state, or sorry, update the app state, nav expanded. I'll say set to true. And we'll copy and paste that on this collapse one. And we'll set that to false. Cool. And then let's go ahead, obviously, let's only make this one visible when nav expanded is false. And this one visible when nav expanded. All right. Now we can do some tricky animations, on this stuff. But for now, this really works. Oh, you know what? Last thing, sorry. Obviously, you need to expand and collapse this little sidebar here. So we're going to do a little conditional value. Make sure that it is implicitly animated, so you get a nice animation, a nice transition between the two states. We're going to do 300 here, and we're going to essentially say conditional value is nav expanded. If so, 270. If not, 72 pixels. That should be enough. And then let's set a default value, obviously. I just did this on another project, literally this exact same thing this morning. So let's re-up this, and this dashboard should update. Oh, our dashboard page, we need to update that. We need to have our primary background. That's sick. And of course, our logo is not going to show up. Oh, we need this stuff also. That's okay. Just some small things. Go ahead and adjust this. We'll go ahead and adjust this this little guy to be like 36. I think it's 50. Yeah, 36. Perfect. And these guys as well. We just want to make sure that they are only visible when nav is expanded. Okay, I got a comment. We're vibe coding. We should try out creating an HTML page and then use FlutterFlow AI to rebuild the HTML. I mean, we're vibe building, Rawson. Vibe building, and we're rebuilding. We're rebuilding Untitled UI. We don't need to build out no HTML pages. We're going to be doing this. Oh no, nav expanded. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I don't want to show that. I want to hide that. So I built them here. All right, let's see. See if this works. I don't know why. Sometimes they do this little thing. Let's see if we can refresh and get our logo up there. Hopefully so. Hopefully so. Cool. And so this will be our dashboard, and this will be our prayer groups. Now I do have additional, my typography is not like Jordan's right now, especially for this app. So, but this is not bad. Okay. All right. Okay. There's a little bit of jankiness, but we're gonna call it good. You can still navigate. I don't know. Oh, okay. I think this has to do with the logo being weird, being funky up here, because this shouldn't jump like it does. Cool. All right, I think my computer's being a little janky right now, probably because I have Figma open. Right. Okay. Know about the implicit animated. Yes, Eric. See, everybody learned something on this live stream. The implicit animation is superb in my opinion. I really love it. So is there ever a reason not to turn on implicit animation? Sometimes it's, yeah. Yeah, Jack, you're right. I also just sort of keep it, on. I'm a big fan of just having it on. There would be like, there is probably some, uh, there's probably some use case where you like don't want it on, but I can't think of one. So, all right, let's see. Nice. All right, I'm happy with this guy. Let's go to Pro Groups and we'll try to build out some more of like what Jordan has, because that's what we're like, that's the goal. Instead of a dashboard, we're going to do just like a custom, we're going to do a list view. But I do want to sort of mimic that, that breadcrumb function up here. So how would we do that? We're going to just create this element as a page title, and we're going to add, and we're going to make it a component. And then we'll just sort of showcase it, and we'll showcase what it looks like to go deeper into a project. So, nice. Cool, cool. I think this is good. Without the jumping around, this would be really nice. So it seems to be loading better. And if we actually had our logo up here, I think that'd be really, really nice. So sick. And we can carry through. This is another thing I like to do. Little like page background here. So I'll just say page content. This is a theme widget now. It's going to show a gray screen because it's expanded, but we can just come in here and just do, hey, we just had that. What did I do that on? Page background. Hey, I thought I did that. Oh well. Let's select this again. Page background. I guess theme. I guess saving as a theme style is not working. But yeah, that's sort of beneficial. You can just copy and paste this widget style as well. So we'll just paste that. I think it's already pasted on that guy. We'll do it on this guy too. Paste it. Nice. And I'm going to just update this stuff. Okay, let's go back to our Pro Groups, and let's create this. I'm going to wrap this guy in a column, and that way I have the title, and we're going to wrap this guy in a row as well, because we want Pro Groups, and then we want a nav, basically like a breadcrumb item as well, if it's a secondary page. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to do another little row here. Boop. So this is going to be my second. This is going to be what triggers my secondary page. Let's go ahead and do 12 or 8 pixels, and we can do text here, and we're going to do an icon as well. Oh, perfect. All right. So this is incremental building. We don't have to prompt. We can just build. I'm your prompt master right now. So right, to get this, we'd probably like require 3 or 4 prompts in all honesty. Sorry guys, I'm not an AI hater. I'm just I think there's use for it in the right context. Okay, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna say details, something like that. This is headline medium, nice. So let's go ahead and create this whole thing. I'm gonna create this whole thing as a component, because I want to reutilize this on all of my pages. So creating a component will allow me to do that easily, and we can just set some basic parameters. Eric, this is the Untitled UI icon set. So Untitled UI, I'll send the link in the chat. Jordan Hughes does an amazing job. I would highly recommend this. we like had to export it from Figma and create our own custom font icon, but we utilize it on basically every project. So yeah, I'm gonna say page title, and this will be page titles and breadcrumbs. So this takes longer to set up in the beginning, but the more you do this stuff, the easier it becomes, and the more scalable your application is. I was just sitting in a live stream yesterday with two very prominent designers, and the lack of process in their design process, like the lack of, I don't know, what I would consider best practices, it was sort of astounding. Um, and it works for them. Like they're both very good at what they do. They're individuals, but it's like, okay, cool. That does not work in a team setting. You can tell they are very much like solo people. Um, but let's set up some parameters. So first, we can set up page title. So we're going to set up a create parameter, page title, and I'll say prayer groups. We're going to set up another one. We're going to say sub page title. We're going to, yep, details. So that we can, from the component instance, we can put the page title and this guy. This guy will not be required. And then what we want to do is we want to conditionally hide this based off of the component parameter as well. Is subpage. We'll set to hide by default. And then we just want this description as a component parameter. Description. Cool. All right. And then I'm going to also do this. This is going to be a black title if it's a primary page. If it is a sub page, I want this to be gray. So I'm going to do that as well. Conditional value here is sub page. If so, secondary text. If not, primary text. Okay. I'm going to come back to our prayer groups. We're going to implement some of that stuff. We're going to say is sub page not allowed. Prayer groups. I think I already have that. Oh, that's the subpage title. So we'll do that in the description. And we'll just do a space for that because we're not going to showcase it. So here's our prayer group. And we should be able to see this is our prayer groups. So when we come back, I'll add one more thing here. I'm going to do a little table. This is what I mean by those tables, right? Like these are sort of old school. We sort of designed these a long time ago, and I feel like there's better ways to design tables now. List views, however you want to say it. So I'm going to remove this box shadow on this column. I'm going to say 12 pixels, right top. Nice. I'm going to remove these guys. And we're going to say we don't need this really. I don't know if we actually need this. We'll remove it. We'll increase the page, or we'll update the page, and we'll see this. Uh-oh. Let's see, icon style, drop down. Oh, okay, this guy. We'll just remove that for now. We don't need that. So we can adjust this guy. Oh, do all of this stuff to label medium. And again, this is item spacing. Item spacing didn't exist when we built these things. So it's man, I would have loved all that. So now we should be able to do this. Here, obviously, we need this. Group name, created on, number users, number prayer points. Cool. Awesome. So this is our component, and what we'll do this, and this has like a max width. We're going to remove that max width. We don't need that. We did that in the templates because if you don't have max width set, you try to utilize that in some row or something, it'll just totally break your layout, you know. So we did that to prevent some of the errors that you get. But yeah, nice. Now this is pretty good. We're getting to that point where I want to sort of, I sort of want to create this look, this table look in my table. So, oh, dude, love what he's doing here. Oh, this is amazing. Yeah, we could like, I don't know if we could export stuff. Well, you could essentially, but I'm not going to go into that. But you could like select options and then showcase something based off of a page state. All right, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. But let's show. So he has group name with like an avatar stuff over here. I already have that in the dashboard. I'm just going to dive into here. We can actually duplicate this list view, I guess. This is a user list view. We could duplicate it for our prayer groups because it's about, we're just going to change information. So let's do that. Boom. List, item, prayer group. See, that's the amazing thing about components, right? And instead of a user, right, we're passing in a user document here. I'm going to pass in a prayer document or prayer group doc. Doc there. Prayer group, nice. We're going to get a bunch of bugs. That's okay. We have an image. Prayer group doc, get document, image. Just copy and paste that. We'll adjust all of these. So paste. We want this one to be the name. Group name. We want this one to be, let's see. We'll do description, I guess. And we don't need it to be, we'll just do it gray. Primary text. Nice. And then this one was the, maybe when it was created. I think we have that. So created by, and then we're also, we have metadata here. Data structure field, created at. And we'll do this one. Okay. And this is prayer points. So prayer points, number of items, 0. Sick. And then I don't know what this one is. Admin roles, member refs. Okay, yeah, we'll just do this. We'll do member refs, number of items as well. Cool. And then I think, where are our other bugs coming from? We have 3 more. User doc. Ah, yes. Okie dokie. Sick. We're going to just remove this and remove this. We'll keep that action. We're just going to say show snack bar for now. Yeah. Cool. And we'll do it on the mobile because we want to actually dive into, we want to dive into a page. So, good. We've already defined that. Let's add some styling here. Info. Primary. Okay. So let's go back to that main prayer groups. We can remove this guy and we will add in our list per group. Perfect. All right, and then we can just have our, we actually have our number of users over there. Created on pair points, number of users. Yes, I want to see 3. Let's see what this is. 4. 6. Okay, that's what we'll do then. We have these guys. We're going to just copy this. So we have a row here for our top one. We're going to do this in a row so that we can, as we did, I think last week, we talked about this, or a couple weeks ago, talked about this where it was like you want to have the same structure. So 2, this one is 4. There you go. Okay, almost, we're almost there. There's still a little bit. 16, 12, yes. Aha, that one has some padding. Okay. Okay, cool. I'm just trying to set this up so we can have like a list of stuff. And then we have another error because we want this to be expanded. So we're going to set this height to like 800. Nice. Maybe a little less, just for the sake of it. And we want this list view to be expanded. And we're going to go ahead and name this header. We're going to do our query for per groups here so that we could search them, we could filter them, we could sort them, later on. So we want to be able to do all of that on our per group query. Per group list of documents, order by, let's see, name, decreasing to a single time query, and there you go. Okay, now we can set this list view to our per group documents, groups. Perfect. And we'll just pass in this little guy. And we'll always do a unique key, or I'll always do a unique key. So that, now when we click on this, we're probably just going to get a snack bar for now. But I think it'll work really well. And then we'll dive into a group details page. 15 minutes. Nice. We have a good amount of people on Twitter. 10 on YouTube. Thanks for joining. Uh-oh, no value. What do we have here? Oh, we probably need some empty states, right? Everybody needs a good empty state. So, or we need default values here. So let's see where we're not getting default values. Maybe here. Yeah. We have 0 and 0 here. So we should be good there. We have group name. We don't have one for the image. So let's go ahead and grab a URL that we'll fill in there. Cool. We should be good. I think it was this created on. Probably some of these test groups don't have that. And so it's giving us a null value. But we should, there you go. Nice. 2 users, 4 users. We need to set. This is an amazing thing. I love this nuance. You can actually set this text to like just 2 lines, right? Text line. We'll do auto size, max characters. We'll say like, 100. We'll say minimum font size is like 12, or 8, I guess. And then we'll do ellipses at the cutoff. Cool, because we don't want the full description here. We don't need this, right? We want, top this. This is a really nice user experience that you can get. And then yeah, we can click this. Oh, okay. We did snack bar on mobile, so we're not seeing that snack bar. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into what a group page would look like. And then we're going to showcase. So we're going to duplicate this. Let's see. Thank you, Jackson. I really do appreciate. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. So more than you know. All right, we're gonna do this. Duplicate page. We're gonna say sub prayer group or details per group. I like to preface them. What did I do? Yeah, sub per group. Cool. All right. On this guy, we have the same nav item selected, right? And then we want to pass in a prayer document now. Prayer group doc. Document, boop, boop, and prayer groups. Nice. Okay. And now on this page title, we want to update it on page change. We want the page to show the subpage, right? So prayer doc, we're going to do our prayer doc name here. Group name. Nice. Oh, and we probably want the ability to like click back into this. So probably want to set up like a conditional action. If this is subpage, then navigate back as well. So we'll wrap this in a container so that we can do that. So anytime you don't want a button here, right? You don't want to we don't need a button here, but we will say navigate back. And we're just going to set up a conditional. That conditional is subpage true. Okay. We don't always want it to navigate back. If you're on the main page, you don't want to navigate back. But if you're on a subpage, you do. And I'm wrapping it in a container because text doesn't track every mouse action. So, sorry, yeah, cursor action. So we want a container to sort of live back there, to sort of, since the container has a background and has sort of set parameters, it's going to be a lot easier for us to navigate back. All right. And now on this guy, we can go to our sub page. So sub prayer group, we'll pass in that prayer document. All right. That should work, but our sub prayer group sort of sucks. It's just the same view. So let's go ahead and remove this. I want to remove this whole thing. Let's see. What should I do now? How should we create this? Let's see. Let me grab 1 second. Grab some additional information from my Know Him app, because we already have like prayer group information. So I'm just gonna drag it and put it in here. Okay. Oh, we should definitely do that. Oh, this is gonna be sick because there's a lot of like information. Sorry, I'll let you guys see my screen. So this is our prayer group, stuff, information on mobile. We have like tabs up here, and each tab has a bunch of information on it. So yeah, this is gonna be really good. Gonna be really, really good. So on desktop, it's gonna be pretty robust. But I just want to grab that one column Hopefully it's in here. Let's see, I don't need the whole page view, I don't think. I just want this first column. All right, I'm just gonna paste that in there. Cool. Hard. Our group. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. All right. Let's see, we have our image column. 94, we can set that. We'll do 12. And on our card table, we're actually going to set a max width. So like 600 for this for now. Sweet. All right. And so what we'll do is we'll connect all of this to the data. So this will be unique. And if you've joined us before, obviously you'll know this stuff. It's really easy to do. About this pro community, rare doc, description, boom. Yeah, no description. And for our warriors, so this is actually a page state that we have in the mobile app. So we'll do that. We'll set this page state current users. And the reason why I'm doing a document reference here is list is there's an ability to add users. So in order to pass those users, to see those users, which we may just remove this for now because it is providing a bunch of bugs. No need to actually fix those things right now. So we'll do that. And we'll do this for our group. That should just show us how many users are in the group. Cool. What else do we have here that we don't? Why are we showcasing name of children? Okay, I was like, what in the world? All right, sick. Yeah, just removing that one widget removed all of our bugs. So that was good. All right. So now we should be able to click on this guy and we should it should be an instant thing. So we're going to do instant. We're going to allow back navigation. And sometimes, oh, this is, we're going to cut this. I put the action on the component itself, but actually in the action thing, right, we already have this set up. So it wasn't tracking. So we're going to do that. Rare group, whatever rare group item that is passed to this component. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Hey, 7 minutes. We were able, I think, to basically get there with this navigation and the ability to see sort of a table and then click down into the details of that table and get some breadcrumbs. So for our group, nice, not bad. Navigate back. Small group, nice. Navigate back. I'm sort of liking this. I think this is a good flow. If our logo would actually show up here, you know, I think this is a pretty good ability. And then I'm going to actually create, and this is why I did this. Sorry guys, this is a little selfish, but I don't have a lot of time to actually work on this project because I have client work and no code UI stuff, like trying to crank out some content at least this year. So we're going to be yeah, I'm utilizing this live stream time to sort of go over stuff that I already need to build. And as you saw here, created on, that's what was missing. That's what was causing the no value. Yeah, you can, as you dive into this, the goal would be that you can see, we have 6 tabs or 5 tabs, I think, in mobile. So you'd be able to see the 5 tabs across here and the content of each of those here. And then you'd be able to edit a group, share the group. This is where, and I'll showcase that. I'll probably build that later today, which will just be like that, literally that QR code and the custom action that I've created from the library, Kareem. And you can actually download prayer group QR codes here from the admin panel, which is sick. So I'm really looking forward to that. I did in that library, it was like presenting a bug on the mobile device when I tried to download it, but I did it in the web and it created my PDF. So there's two things: you need to create a PDF and download the PDF. It was able to do both of those things in the web. So it created the PDF on mobile, it just didn't print or download the PDF to a file on my mobile device in test flight. So sweet, sweet. Thanks for joining the live stream. I guess we have 5 minutes. What else do you guys want to build? What else are you interested in that we can do in 5 minutes? How I would set up tabs on the subpage? Yeah, you're very right. That's a good point. I will. The way I would set this up is wrap this guy in a row or a flex, I guess. Flex. We're gonna remove this. Yes, perfect. We're gonna do horizontal. We're gonna set a page state for selected tab. And selected tab will be a integer for now. Just call it 0. Okay. And then we will do a column over here. And on the flicks, let's go ahead and set it to cross-axis alignment start. Let's add some spacing, 16. Yeah, sort of, Jackson. So here, let me, if you guys would forgive me, the Know Him app, I did this in the Know Him app, so the mobile one, and it's not responsive, but I will showcase to you what you can do. Okay. Now let me sign in. That's probably a good use of the time. Ooh, nice. Oh, we need this login. I know you can't see it, but basically a nice login. Okay. So again, not responsive. This is the mobile app, but prayer group over here. We'll go to our Kaleo group. So this is the stuff we have in here. And when you go to QR code, right, to share, so this is what so this QR code, all of this stuff is in FlutterFlow, right? I have access to create this and design it how I want. When I generate the PDF, it's a custom action that provides a few parameters. So the parameters are background image, logo. So background image, this image of the hand and stuff, I did in Figma. Yeah, I basically did in Figma. I'm using that as the background image. This logo is mine, so this is custom. This is dynamic, right? So this is Kaleo Prayer Group. This description is dynamic. The QR code, link is also dynamic, and then you can also download it. Yeah, yeah. See, let's see. Oh, sorry. I think this one. I need to expand it. So, yeah, we can print. Let's see. Print. Hey, it did give me the ability to download last time. I did download it. So it essentially says print. But yeah, so Kaleo Pro Group, if we come over here, oh, I actually don't have any more pro groups I'm a part of. But it would be dynamic for the other prayer groups as well. So it wouldn't just be Kaleo prayer group, it would be, you know, small group, small town group, whatever, which is pretty sick. So, and this library item is in the marketplace. I think I tweeted it earlier this week. So go to my tweet timeline and you should be able to find this. This library element. I'm in contact with the creator. I'm just asking for a few more customization options. Like if I don't want an image background, like could I just do a, could I just do a color? And then maybe some different font styles would be great. But yeah, this is really, really, really nice. Actually, let's see. I have a PDF of yeah, this is what it created and what I downloaded. So sorry. Yeah, right here. So this is again not bad. Really, really cool, functional, right? Very functional. We have the dynamic QR codes, but obviously you need to. The goal is that you don't look at that on a digital device. It is cool if you're, sharing with your friends. Hey, download this app, join the pro group. Yes, but all in all, you probably want something that is printed. So sweet, awesome. Thank you all for joining. Thanks for the kind words, Jackson. And I hope you all have a great rest of your week. I'm gonna go hang out with my little son, and y'all enjoy. We'll see you guys next time. We'll try to hopefully the custom functions and stuff in FlutterFlow will be fixed by next week. I'm trying to get some best practices around how to formulate data and present data in FlutterFlow utilizing charts. It's not the easiest thing, especially when you try to use real data. It's really easy with random number lists. But yeah, presenting real data is a challenge. So hopefully next week, maybe in the next few weeks.